All right, y'all. Start winding down, getting into this thing. Got a lot of people in the house. Glad to see we're all have seen Spider-Man No Way Home, guys. Man, what a momentous moment in time this is, right? I mean, seriously. Remember, this is a spoiler stream, so if you have not seen it, I highly advise you see it. Then come check out the replay or come back to the stream if you make it in time. I don't think we'll be up that long, but oh my gosh, getting the 3 Spider-Man, y'all. Like, woof. Can you believe it? We're actually here. Like, this isn't a dream. This isn't a dream, guys. But what's going on? We got the Suit Up Geeks in the house. What's up, y'all? Something of a scientist myself. Yes, such great references from every movie in this. What's going on, Lucas? Christian, what's up, man? Yeah, super long time no see. Good to see you. Good to see you. We also got OP in the house. What up? What up? What's Buzz Lightyear dies No Way Home. And G Kobe P, the man. What's up, bro? What's up? Guys, holy moly. Let me cue up a little bit of music for us, and then we can jump up into this discussion, guys, because what a crazy, crazy, crazy movie that was, right, y'all? I mean, y'all let me know. Is it your number one? Because a lot of us, we have moved it up to number one, and now I got a little sleep, and now I'm thinking maybe number two. I'm like, I don't know if it had me quite as worried as I was during Endgame. Y'all remember Endgame? Whoo, that worry was heavy, wasn't it? All right, so let me see. That was actually the song. Just my fault, y'all. distracted by this technology here. But yeah, that, oh man, what a movie. All right. Now, y'all, let me know if you can hear that or if not. Yeah, I see rewatching tomorrow. Yeah, dude, I'm rewatching tonight. This will be my third watch tonight. Absolutely got to go and see this movie again as soon as possible. What's going on, Eric Patterson? Good to see you, man. But yes, guys, let's dive into this discussion, shall we? Because I couldn't believe this movie, to be honest with you. I legit thought it was a dream. And I just remember seeing that shot that made it all feel real for me was when Toby and Andrew were on top of that tower and it was just silhouettes and they were crouched down in their poses. I'm like, dude, and they come jumping down onto the balcony where they're at. I was just like, man, I couldn't believe it, guys. And then when that happened, it just really established everything and really just put you into the mood to see these three interact so much more. And I love the amount we got. I would have loved maybe even 20 more minutes of that. Like that, the three Spider-Man was just brilliant, man. Getting all aspects of the character too, to Peter Parker tinkering with science and technology and just really diving into that character in all three versions that we got on screen. So Tom's felt like Tom's, they felt so unique to themselves. And Toby's and Andrew's felt like they just stepped out of their last movie. So it feels like Toby just stepped out of 3. Well, voice aside, poor guy, sounds like he's been through the rough of it. But Andrew seems like he just stepped out of the Amazing Spider-Man 2. Like maybe a couple months or years have gone by, but not too much time. Just incredibly done. Willem Dafoe as Goblin. Oh, man, that... We got to talk about that because Willem Dafoe showed up, okay? He knew the assignment. Yep. Yeah, Lucas. Same wavelength, bro. Dafoe was absolutely incredible. Incredible. Like, it just blows my mind that he would show up with the same gravity and weight of that role. You know, this is not a shot at James Earl Jones because he's a legend. But remember Lion King 2019, unfortunately, it kind of showed up and had the same lines, but they weren't delivered as passionately. Here, they come back, and that's, you can't really compare there because he's much older, but still, they come back here with the same amount of energy. Willem Dafoe shows up with the same energy. No Way Home, 1, 2 Spider-Verse, 3 Spider-Man 2. Don't blame me for that ranking. I have the same one, except I swapped Spider-Verse and Spider-Man 2. So Spider-Man 2 for me is 2, and then Spider-Verse for me is 3. But those two are real close. They're like 2A, 2B, honestly. Prefer Spider-Man 2, Into the Spider-Verse. I totally get that because Into the Spider-Verse, that was our first little multiverse trip, and it was monumental. And I think I woke up today and I was like, I'm still riding on that number 1 for Spider-Man movies, number 2 for MCU. But I'm like, okay, am I going to hold it there for that long? Or am I just kind of in the moment? You know, like having seen it twice now, about to go see it a third time. With a little time, am I going to go back to Spider-Verse and be like, well, I don't know, man. You know what I mean? I literally just saw the movie before. Hey, Christian, thanks for coming through. Yerp. What up, Perp? Good to see you, bro. Oscar campaign for Willem Dafoe for Best Supporting Actor. Gosh, I could only wish. I mean, Dafoe was so good, man. So good. Like, when he was like... It was even just like the subtle moments, like when Tom's Spider-Man was punching him over and over, and he's just like smiling every time he's getting punched. I'm just like, dude, this is acting, bro. Oh, yeah. Got a second viewing. Right on, Eric Patterson. Yeah, I can't wait to see it again. Third one is going to be... That third viewing might make me bump it back up. I don't know. Like I said, I just feel like I'm in the moment. I'm like, okay, 6 months from now, am I going to say this is still better than Spider-Man 2? And I don't know if I will. Because Spider-Man 2, man, I think just the memories that come with that too, you know, enhance that a bit. Yeah, dying to watch again. Ooh, most rewatchable superhero movie ever. Ooh, that's a tall order. I watched Infinity War a lot. a lot. Dark Knight, all that, man. Hey, what's up, Real James? Good to see you, man, dude. I loved your reaction to seeing Spider-Man No Way Home. Like, it just filled me with so much joy to know that you loved it. Because, I walk out of these movies and I'm like, I know I walked out of this ecstatic, guys. Like, I told the allied people, I was like, 10 out of 10. I have no criticisms. But I wonder about my friends. I'm like, I hope my homies like it too. And just to see that you loved it, man, meant a lot. Not gonna stay for long. Oh, watching Witcher. Nice. Yeah, Witcher, I'm still behind. I definitely should have been up on Witcher, but I am still behind. You mean Peter 1? Yeah, Peter 1. Nice. No Way Home number. Whoa. You got the whole Watch trilogy? Woo-wee. As their top 3, huh? You don't like Toby's that much and Andrews? Well, I don't blame you for Andrews. Let's be real, Andrews. I don't know if that's anybody's favorite. Some people is their favorite, and I won't judge, but I don't think that many people in here are riding with Andrew for number 1. That scene when Peter is punching Defoe. Yeah, man. He's had that crazy smile, and he's just like crazy, like absolutely crazy. I couldn't believe it, to be honest with you. Defoe, man. Defoe. Magic acting. Thank you so much, James. Yeah, like as soon as I got out of the theater, I was like throwing up a reaction right now. I just got to say something. Sucks that I couldn't really say anything, but still, something was better than nothing. Wish we got a better look at Peter's news. Yeah, I agree with you, Christian. I really liked how it looked. Had a very classic, amazing Spider-Man look to it, and I liked the blue. It was shiny, but not like a cheesy, weird looking, like out of place shine. It was actually really cool. So I'm with you. I would have loved a closer look at it. I kind of do like them keeping us in the dark a bit, because then it just builds up a lot more anticipation than that next one. But yeah, just one, like a couple frames where it's like, oh, that's like a clear look, I think would have been nice. Yeah, question the Witcher tonight. I don't blame you, man. I really got to get through the Witcher because I really liked what I saw. Like, I loved the season 1. I'm 5 episodes in season 1, and I love it. But I'm struggling to get it all down with No Way Home and Matrix. And yeah, I can say that now, guys. I've seen the Matrix 4. I can finally say that. In terms of MCU, number 4 behind Endgame. Okay, Infinity War. Guardians 2. Wow. Okay. Guardians 2 over 1. All right. I see you, Jacoby. I see you, bro. I like that first one a lot better, but I can understand. There's some great moments in that second one. Hey, thank you. Hey, thank you so much, Lucas. That really means a lot, man. I appreciate the compliment. I love talking about this, man. Spider-Man, Marvel, DC, the whole enchilada. Toby, number 1. Oh, was number 5. Spider-Verse is 4. Man, you got Spider-Man 2. Mad low. Andrew is the best. Wow. Yeah, I thought they were going to have that in there. I don't know, kind of putting on the moves, but yeah, I'm with you. I'm glad they didn't, because I mean, I guess for him, technically a couple weeks ago, he was still with his wife, Cobra Kai, yes. And actually, I will have a little early coverage of that too coming up here. Not this upcoming Tuesday, but the Tuesday after. So it'll be the 27th, a few days before the 31st. I'll have something, a little Cobra Kai early review. Can't wait, man. Like, I'm currently about to start it up, and the reason why I've been hesitating is because I've been trying to get a live stream together. So I'm trying to wait for that and then watch after, but I don't know. I may have to watch just because I'm like, oh no, the clock is ticking. So happy to see Toby back. Andrew surprisingly stole the show. Oh yeah, I can see that. I really liked both of them about equally here, and I think it's because Andrew, we get more from that character that we really didn't get from Amazing Spider-Man 2, and we were going to have the Amazing Spider-Man 3 end off on all of these feelings for Andrew Spider-Man, but unfortunately, that got canceled. So it did give us more vulnerability with Andrew Spider-Man, and I like that. It gave us more from him, and I think that watching this movie, it makes me wish that we did get an Amazing Spider-Man 3, because I feel like he deserved to end his arc. But this movie did really end his arc incredibly well. And I think him saving MJ, wow, I mean, just wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. You guys know that, who have seen the previous stream I did, I said I didn't want him to save MJ. I wanted Tom Holland to save MJ because that was his love interest. But the way it was played out and executed was just so good that honestly, I can't complain. I can't sit and say, well, I want it. No, I'm not going to complain about it at all, because it was executed so well with him jumping off and grabbing her and not doing the web thing he did in the Amazing Spider-Man 2. And he catches her, lands smoothly. And it's just that moment of just the moment of truth, I guess you could say. That's not quite the word I'm looking for, but it was just the relief. I want to say relief. It was just like he redeemed himself, and I don't like to necessarily say redeemed, but he really did end his arc strong by saving his love interest, technically in another universe. So just amazingly done. It was so good. And I really was happy for Andrew in that moment. And I feel like he was having a really good time. Not that Toby wasn't, but I just feel like Andrew, I was like, wow, it's like he stepped right back into it. Didn't enjoy Guardians. Oh no. Yeah, I liked Guardians. I didn't love it. Is in early development. I mean, dude, yeah, the college trilogy is right around the corner. Amy came out and said, we're working on it. I'm so happy. We're getting more. And the way this ends with a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, it was literally tackling the criticism of Tom's Spider-Man in his trilogy. And that is that, he has the Iron Man gadgets. He relies on mentors. Like, no more mentors, no more gadgets. It's his homemade suit. Spider-Man hitting the streets, being Spidey, no friends. Sadly, I mean, I think that we're going to see Gwen Stacy in the next one, and I think we potentially could see Harry Osborn, maybe Flash. Well, no, Flash doesn't remember him, so maybe Harry, maybe Eddie Brock. Like, we could start pulling in some more, maybe Felicia Hardy. I don't know. I might be reaching there, but look, we can get into the bag of Spider-Man that we haven't even tapped into live action yet. Like, I'm sad Sony's doing the Kraven the Hunter, because I would love for him to be in this universe. Yeah, you can tell Andrew is so happy to play the character again. Like, he was just like, yes, like you could feel the positive energy radiating off of him. Yeah, really did give us the send-offs that Andrew and Toby deserved. They deserved them, James. Like, they put in their time as Spidey and never really got a conclusion to their arc. They deserve this. They really did. And I cannot wait for Tom to return as Spider-Man, and we're going to see Spidey taking down villains, taking down foes as a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, dude. It's going to be awesome. Yeah. Willem and Andrew had incredible scenes. Incredible. Yeah, so I was thinking about that, Sebastian, about Flash being Agent Venom, and I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I want this actor to play. Oh, what up, Matt Wyatt? I didn't see you dropped in here, bro. I hope you're still around. What up? I just don't know if I would want this actor to be Agent Venom. I don't know about that. Man, I so hope this isn't the last time. You know, that third one would be cool, but I do think this is it. For him, Toby, this is it. I don't blame you, because like after seeing this, I'm like, man, I would love to. If the Amazing Spider-Man 3 was just like somehow the concept was animated or something, and they brought that to life with Andrew voicing, I would be down. But man, I don't know. Amazing Spider-Man, this is it for Toby and Andrew. This is it. They hug Tom. They say, here's the medal, my guy. Like, here's the torch. We passed it on to you. You go. Even though I'm one of those people who didn't give a shit when Gwen died. Oh, my God. Got choked up and started crying, enjoying when he saved MJ. I know. Great redemption. Dang, G. Kobe, you didn't feel nothing during that Gwen, though? That's the one part of Amazing Spider-Man 2 that I thought was amazing. Which, by the way, the banter between Toby, Tom, and Andrew is golden. Like, when they were just, like, bantering between one another about the web and about each other's villains. Yeah, I fought this alien once with black goo. So good, so good. I fought an alien too. He's purple, and I was in outer space. Wait, you were in outer space? So good. Hola, what up, Christian? Good to see you, homie. I'm so glad you saw No Way Home too. Like on Tuesday, I was like, yes, somebody I can finally talk to about it. God, just such a great movie. No way anybody's gonna be able to top this. Hey, Leo, how are you? Hey, Dominic, good to see you, man. When Peter sees Ned at the coffee, it was sad. I know. I don't think Ned's going to become Hobgoblin. I do think this could be the last we see of Ned, y'all. I mean, I hope not, but it very well could be. I don't think this is the last of MJ just because of what she said to him before it all happened. Come find me. I think that that'll potentially still happen. But Ned might be gone, and MJ might be gone too. I hope not, but it was kind of Gwen's. Oh yeah, because she like went and tried to fight crime with him. Yeah, I was like, oh no, come on now. I saw Kraven and the Rhino. Yeah, yep. Saw Kraven, saw Rhino. I didn't see Scorpion. I know there was like way more silhouettes. I wish I'm gonna have to go to New Rockstars because I would need to go through frame by frame to really see. I don't know if I could just pick up on there. Besides Rhino's was obvious. Kraven, I caught on Kraven's, but yeah, I was like, there's many of them, and I'm sure Eric Voss and crew probably were able to kind of go through frame by frame. Oh yeah, Rush and Forced. Harry Osborn in that movie was rushed as a whole, man. Like the Amazing Spider-Man 2 just mishandled Harry Osborn to me so badly. She shouldn't have been there. Oh man. I think this is the last we see of Ned and maybe MJ. Yeah, like I think that there is potential for it to be MJ as well. Like, hopefully not, but I mean, look, if they're really trying to go like a original, fresh direction, and Tom's Spider-Man is swinging off into the world, maybe this is it for the connection with Ned and MJ. And you know, I don't know how much I would love that. I don't know, y'all. Like, at least MJ. I don't know about Ned. I don't know if I need Ned, but MJ. Like, I don't know if I want to let go of MJ. Like, I love their chemistry. I love Tom and Zendaya. And I just love, like, Peter and MJ's love and chemistry in this. And I guess if they want to really go fresh take, though, you just back up and you go Gwen Stacy as the second love interest. Maybe don't kill her this time. Or maybe she does die and then you go with MJ's back. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. It's kind of sad though, because I was speaking on a stream before this, and I was thinking about it. It like in comic book movies and comic books and fiction in general, characters could come back to life. You know, the blip, things could happen. What's something worse than death? Memory erase. Like, think about it. That person doesn't remember you at all. If Ned would have died or MJ would have died, the other one would have at least remembered Peter, probably still been his friend, you know, but like wiping their minds of all the memories of Peter Parker, that's tough. Like, that's a lot to give up, that Peter lost Aunt May and then gave them up. So he lost his three friends. The Spider-Man came and went out of the universe. Flash doesn't know who he is. Not to mention even just the smaller relationships. Doctor Strange and Wong, they have no idea who he is. I mean, it's just crazy all that he had to give up. Peter swung over Rockefeller Square where the ending of Hawkeye. Yeah, so I think the very last like minute of Hawkeye will be all of them eating Christmas dinner, and then you'll hear like Spider-Man swinging sound effects, and they're like, hey, there's Spider-Man. Like, I think that might be a way for him to drop in that's not too distracting. But don't show him, maybe. Just like, you know, you hear like some web swinging, woohoo, or something like that, and it's Spidey. I don't know if they will bring back Andrew and Toby. That would be cool. I just don't know if they will. Like to see MJ again. Yeah, can we get that MJ? Hey, what up, Big O? Yeah, man, I'm seeing it again tonight. I can't wait. Just confirmed Spider-Man 4 right now. What? Hold up. Uh-oh. Did they just now? Because I'm seeing here in some article that says Tom Holland cast doubt. Ooh. Let's have a look at this, y'all. Spider-Man 4, Holland's been playing the role. Well, where's their source, though? In the interview with People following the release of No Way Home, Holland has cast further doubt on whether or not he will continue as Spider-Man. The 25-year-old actor teased that he might be ready to say goodbye to Spider-Man. In line with previous comments, Holland reiterated that he was interested in passing the role on to somebody else. Huh. I don't know how much I like that. Like, give us more Tom. Like, he just became friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, man. Oh, James coming through with the source. All right, let me check that out, man. And we'll share it on here. Hey, 3C Films. The boy Chris, man. Chris is awesome. Great content creator. Super creative, great personality. Let's see. Okay, Feige confirms Spider-Man 4 with Tom Holland is in development, guys. Let's head to the article. Okay. Following the release. Okay, so New York Times, Kevin Feige and Sony executive Amy Pascal tease was coming with the MCU's fourth solo Spider-Man movie. Okay. Amy and I and Disney and Sony are talking about, yes, we're actively beginning to develop where the story heads next. Which I only say outright because I don't want fans to go through any separation trauma like what happened after Far From Home. That will not be occurring this time. Okay. Wow. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here and at the New York Times. Spider-Man 4 is happening, baby. It's happening, baby. Great, awesome. Yeah, I didn't catch that one today. I have been kind of under a rock today. But wow, awesome. So yes, we're getting Spider-Man 4, which just brings so much more gravity to the last scene in the movie where he's swinging through. The police scanner is in the background. Now, let me ask you guys, does this mean we set up, and here I'll blow myself up a little bit, does this mean Spider-Man 4 is another Holland movie, and then Spider-Man 5 is the setting up of Miles coming into the live action and taking over? Let me know. Do we start developing and bringing Miles in? Remember, we did get Donald Glover as Prowler technically. However, the blip happened over 5 years, and if Miles didn't blip, he could be closer to that age that is about appropriate for the passing of the torch. Let me know. Think Tom's Peter meets Miles in this trilogy? Oh yeah, I for sure think so. I think if not the next one, then the middle of the college trilogy for sure. Got confused and thought you meant, oh, Raimi. Oh, okay. Yeah, Spider-Man 4 from the Raimi. Yeah, no. Spider-Man 4 MCU. Raimi's would have been interesting, but yeah, Spider-Man 4 MCU. I could see it as Peter teaching Miles. Yes. And not that we got to abandon Holland or anything, but man, it would be awesome to have not one Spider-Man in a movie, but two throughout the movie. Like, we got 3 here, which was excellent, but 2 that are in the same universe and fighting crime together. And man, that would be so cool. Bring in Miles, and then the college trilogy ends, and then you pass the torch to Miles. Which, let me ask you guys, does the college trilogy, would you want to see it like right away happen before the next big in-game, I guess you should say? Like, is this our next Cap or Iron Man or Thor? And then you have another trilogy in it. Because that's kind of how I'm potentially viewing this here, is that the Spider-Man next trilogy will kind of be like, you have an Iron Man trilogy, you've got a Cap, you've got a Thor. I'm thinking that'll be along the same lines. Speaking of Raimi's boy, that Doctor Strange 2, whoo, for real, Jacoby. Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness looks so good. And they roped in like one of the best parts of What If, Dark Strange. Amazing. And America Chavez, it looked like, with the jacket with the star on the back. Greatest movie of all time. All right, Brown Taco. Hype, bro. Hype. It's so good. Definitely an incredible movie. Incredible. Man, I just, not a lot of complaints here. Aunt May's death, though, y'all. Oof. Aunt May. I mean, seriously, when she got back up, I was just like, okay, we're gonna get past this. Aunt May is gonna be back. She's good. We're good. We're gonna get to leave. We're fine. Oh man. And then when she just like, her body just started shutting down, I was just like, oh no. And I just remember like leaning forward and like burying my face in my hands, just like the tears coming. Aunt May, realize Aunt May is gone. She's dying, dude. Like, we had Aunt May through Toby's trilogy. We had Aunt May in Andrew's duology. And now here we are, man. Aunt May finally dies in somebody's movie. I'm just like, dude. Man, that was a lot. Cannot believe we bought tickets 2 weeks. I know, right? And we're here. Here we are. Having found it, like, I didn't think the movie was great. Okay. Glad you thoroughly enjoyed it. I gotta admit, I'm on the great side of things, but I'm wondering how I'll feel a few weeks out from now. Like, will I VOI? Voix? Huh? Oh yeah, Leo. Remember the custom-made album soundtrack? Oh, nice. Yeah, definitely DM that to me on Twitter, man. At Leo_Rydell. Yeah, I know we follow each other. Go ahead and DM that to me, man. But whew, getting that Spider-Man 4, y'all. I mean, let's back up though. Let's back up. Let's talk about these villains, because Willem Dafoe steals the show on some of the scenes he's in, man. He is incredible. I know some people are like, well, yeah, that's the usual Dafoe. Yeah, it is. But man, just to get it back was amazing. I mean, seriously, absolutely fantastic acting by Willem Dafoe. The Goblin suit. I like that they only had it in for like a little bit, like just his intro, and then that was it. I think that was necessary. To kind of not make it feel so hokey. I liked what he had on, kind of just like a bit of a homage to his comic book look. I like that. I like where they went there. And I like that he was like the one to trigger the Spidey sense, which I don't think we've ever experienced the Spider sense that up close and personal before. I know we've seen them like react to it, but like to where it's almost like we get an in-body perspective of it in this movie. It was like really incredibly done. Clearly the writers squandered their chances of fleshing out May's character. Oh no! I liked May in this trilogy. Yeah. Oh my god, and when Aunt May says, with great power comes great responsibility, guys, chills. I was like, I couldn't believe it. I honestly couldn't even believe it. Like, I was just like, oh, okay. Well, holy crap. Right? Of course he's great. It's Willem fucking Dafoe. Yep. I mean, hey, I'm just saying, I'm just glad he showed up, showed out. Everything was incredible. And I like that he was the main villain, because I was like, okay, Otto Octavius, he gets revived first, and he was like Otto, you know what I mean? Like, he didn't have a dual personality like Dafoe, so... But I liked that they went with Dafoe as like the main, because it started with Dafoe and then Toby and all of that ends with Dafoe. I like that. I think that's a brilliant writing decision. Aunt May was his Uncle Ben. Man, I loved it too. That great power comes great responsibility line. I was like, here it is. Here it is, y'all. Like, finally. Because I know that was what we'd all been waiting for out of this trilogy, y'all. You know we was waiting for a moment like that. Like, wait, where's the great power, great responsibility moment? And it came, baby, and it was well done. I mean, seriously, Marissa Tomei, great job as May. This was her best outing as Aunt May. I thought, oh, my jam. This was her best outing as Aunt May, for sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I definitely think her best Aunt May. Giant freaking robot confirmed. Daisy Ridley enjoying the... Oh, that would be cool. Brilliant in the Lighthouse. Yeah, I agree. I've been saying this since Homecoming. This trilogy is Peter's coming of age. Yes. Yep. Honestly, G. Colby, they did an excellent job doing that too, because I felt that as well. I felt that by Far From Home. I was like, well, yeah, they didn't like jump into, like, you know, if they went with like him graduating or becoming older, it's like he would have done just like Toby did in Spider-Man 2. And the second, or wait, that wasn't I'm thinking Amazing Spider-Man 2 when Andrew graduated. Toby graduated in the first movie. So it's like, all right, clearly they were going for an older Spider-Man in that one. So this first trilogy of the MCU was just young Peter Parker, just young. Sorry, y'all, I'm checking in on a little something. Little bit of a food update. But yeah, I completely feel that for this Watts trilogy, the first Watts trilogy, which I wonder who they'll bring in for this next one. Do you recognize that they reused shots from? Yeah, definitely. There was definitely some shots that I could tell. I was like, oh, this is definitely a reuse, isn't it, y'all? Y'all pulling out footage from the other movies, because I was like, well, I don't know if that looked too great. Especially some of the stuff on Statue of Liberty with Sandman. I was like, oh, I think that's a Spider-Man 3 pull. Yeah, it was short-lived. I gotta admit, though, I was so happy Venom was out of the MCU. If you know, I do not like the Venom movies at all. So I was A-okay. MCU will bring their versions of Norman and Otto in the future. Yeah, I'm not sure. I wonder what the plan is with those characters. I'm not entirely sure myself. I mean, Defoe's Goblin is a tough act. Yeah, and that's why I'm glad they didn't go with Oscorp, because then you have to bring somebody else in and I'm like, ooh, that's gonna be rough. Like rough. Me too. Get him out of here. Yeah, with Venom, I'm like, unfortunately, I just am not a fan of this interpretation of Venom. And look, I don't judge people who are, because I see the nuance. I see how it could be enjoyable. I just don't really, it's not my cup of tea, okay? Like Spike said, it's not my cup of tea. I really just don't mess with that. You know what I mean? But hey, again, that Venom 1 and 2, they have their audience. They have people who love those movies. I mean, Amanda loves those movies. AMX MDA reviews, she loves those movies. I cannot do it, man. It's just too much goofing off, too much weird Venom for me. I don't know, man. That's not Venom. Oh yeah, they could reuse some of that stuff, so it absolutely helped. What's up, Lo? Good to see you, bro. Spider-Man is live. Yeah, man. Danny Rojas at the end. Freaking awesome. Get another pop culture figure in there. Thank goodness this yeah, for real. Woo. Do you think that there is a Cletus Cassidy? I mean, I would love it, to be honest, because anything could be better than that Venom 2 stuff. Like, yes, go for it. Do someone else. Because that was, oof. I do think that, I really hope they don't take the symbiote to Flash. I'm hoping that it's either an original character, maybe it is Danny Rojas. That actor will play some kind of Venom host, or give us another Eddie Brock interpretation in this universe. I'm okay with that. And they can keep pumping out Venom movies on the Sony end, because it's a cash house, guys. I mean, what did the second Venom make? I don't know off the top of my head. You might know, James, but Venom 2 cashed in the box office, like in a pandemic, $493 million on a budget of $110 million, and this is during a pandemic, guys. Imagine if it was not a pandemic, theaters were back in full, it would have made $800 million easy. Venom would have been walking out with a easily a $400 or $500 million profit. And that's exactly how Venom 3 is going to look. If they do Gwen Stacy in the MCU, whether it's Spider-Gwen or not, I cast. Oh, wow. After Tom and Jerry. Yeah, Tom and Jerry was bad, man. That just shouldn't have been a live action movie. It's Tom and Jerry. Like, let's just see the cartoon antics. Do we really want to see an included character that they made up? Like, no, I don't really want to see that, if I'm being honest with you. I don't think it's necessary. Tom and Jerry is about the antics and them being, cartoonish and dumb and shit. Like, that's Tom and Jerry to me. Saddening to see Venom and Tom's Peter won't be. Yeah, I don't know if that's set in stone. I mean, I think that there's still a possibility. I just don't want him trampling and rambling around up in the MCU, man. I'm like, I don't need that. I don't think any. Well, I know there's some people who definitely want to see it, but I know, speaking for myself, I'm good with my Flash. I don't know about that actor, though, like being Agent Venom. I just don't know. I don't know. Like, he'd have to convince me. I mean, because maybe he does become Agent Venom. I don't know. I don't know about him. thinking Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness connects Sony. I mean, they could. I want Venom to be like evil. You know, like I want Venom to be a bad guy, like that Venom we know in the 90s Spider-Man, that anti-hero bad guy skirting the line between the two. Should have been called Let There Be Minimal Carnage. That movie was only an hour and a half. And I have not gone and watched it again. I question though, since everybody forgets he's Spider-Man, when they do the next big crossover. Yeah. I mean, he might be solo for a good while, and maybe he's just in that very, very last one. But yeah, everybody's forgotten. Think about it. Even the smaller, anybody who he's interacted with. So say, for instance, he's interacting with Bruce Banner. Gone. Bruce Banner doesn't know who he is. Wanda. Nobody. Pepper. None of them. Nobody remembers. Strange. Nobody knows him. It's so sad, dude. It's so sad. And May's gone. MJ and Ned are gone. Basically, their mind wiped. It's going to be sad, bro. Man, that's a good pick, Chloe Grace. I wonder why they made that Betty Brant look like Gwen Stacy. I wonder what that was about. Was that just kind of like a tease or what? I would say Catherine Newton as Gwen. Yep. Yeah, she's in Ant-Man 3. Imagine if Tom Hardy and Topher Grace is... Oh, man, I'm so glad they didn't pull in that Topher Grace mess. Whew, that was a mess, y'all. Kraven. Yeah, see, that's why when Sony was like, we're working on Kraven, I was like, no, like, I wanted Kraven to be in the MCU, man. But now he's Aaron Taylor Johnson, so then you bring him back, and oh, but wait, wasn't he Quicksilver? Like, see, this is... Here we go. Like, as soon as I see Aaron Taylor Johnson was gonna be Kraven, I was like, oh shit, what are they doing, y'all? Hated the Betty said, go get him, Tiger. Why? She said, all right, Spider. I was like, oh. Tom Hardy's Venom would have wiped the floor with Topher Grace. Oh, for sure. I'm just glad they didn't bring Topher Grace Venom back at all. That mouth was weird, y'all. Wasn't that mouth weird? That tongue was all super weird. I was just like, man, I don't know, man. That Venom in the first one it was like the body didn't look too bad, but the face and mouth were just so not believable. And you could tell that Raimi just didn't want to put that in there. It was so shoehorned in. The whole Venom storyline was just so shoehorned. I will say one scene where Tom Hardy and Tom Holland interacted would have been cool. Even if Holland showed up in that scene and it was just like, a quick little interaction, like something like that would have been funny, but I don't need that Venom here. Put him back in that Sony, and I'm going to assume maybe he's the hero of that universe. I don't know, y'all. Like, what are they doing? I don't know what Sony's doing with that. As soon as Amy tells us, then we'll know. Yeah, Christian, I mean, I would love to see Kraven in this universe, but yeah, it's going to make general audiences kind of question, like, oh, wait, wasn't he in the second Avengers? Then it's going to start getting a little treading the liney. And I wonder if there is plans, because Amy and Kevin are working closely with the Spider-Man movies. So I'm like, all right, well, is the other stuff going to cross over or what? Saw there's a rumor that Kirsten Dunst and Emma Stone scene got cut because of the pandemic. Yeah, honestly, I would have loved to see them back together, and some kind of way for Gwen Stacy to fit in here would be awesome. Emma Stone was awesome. I don't know that I could call her the best of the love interests after this one, because I will say I really like Tom and Zendaya. I like them a lot, and I liked her MJ in this one. I feel like we really got to finally get her character. I don't think we really do in No Way Home, because Liz Allen is kind of like his first And then Far From Home, we get more MJ, and I really liked her. And then in this one, we get just her helping Peter to the end and being like really in love with him, and you could just feel the romance. And I was like, dude, I don't know. Gwen's up there, but MJ is like right up underneath. Zendaya's MJ. Yeah, Morbius. Ugh. I'll be real, I just wish it wasn't coming out low. I know I'm sounding like a straight up hater right now, but I'm like, dude, I would just love it. Maybe not. Maybe they pulled the plug. Especially after you got stabbed and sent into another universe. That's what that would have been cool, G. Kobe. That would have been awesome. I hope that in Spider-Man 4 in the MCU. Ooh, that'd be cool. Hey, as many Spidey suits as possible. Because you know what? I'll be real with you. I didn't get enough of that black suit, the suit inside out. I thought that was such a cool look. And I feel like it was all over marketing and everywhere. And I'm like, dang, that suit was in the movie for like 8 minutes tops. What happened? What happened to the suit, y'all? I think the writers may have gotten Betty Brant confused with Quentin. Yeah, I'm like, this is weird. She's like, I'm like, Betty Brant is J. Jonah Jameson's assistant. And Gwen Stacy is like this, you know, little nerdy, geeky, quirky. And they made her like that. And I'm like, what is going on? Let's talk about these post-credits, though, because, yeah, the Venom one, what do you guys think? I definitely think that means we still get the symbiote in this universe. Tom Hardy's Venom is separate again. And I don't know that it means that Danny Rojas is the host. I'm not entirely sure if he'll be the host or not. Maybe they bring in Eddie Brock. Maybe Flash Thompson. But I definitely know that it's the symbiote is now in the MCU. And Venom is back in its universe and it can do whatever it wants. Thank goodness. So there's that. And then we get the Multiverse of Madness trailer, which has so many implications. I mean, Doctor Strange and all that's a lot. Great trailers, though. Great trailer, great post-credit. But y'all let me know, do you think... How did you feel about that post-credit? Because I loved it. I just know some people didn't really like it, but there's a lot to be said there. I honestly think, too, that there's still a possibility that Hardy's Venom could come back. Still. Maybe not right around the corner, like next movie type deal, but maybe at some point. But I don't think he'll be the host, but the setting is definitely a wild card. Yeah. Like, how the fuck is a symbiote? And I wonder, okay, so hear me out. No, okay, you know what? I just thought about this. I totally thought, I was like, okay, how far into the future is that? Is that maybe like a couple months? Then Peter can be at the Daily Bugle and he meets an Eddie Brock and Eddie doesn't like him. Eddie ends up in the bar later that night and then the symbiote. But I don't know. He could be working for the Daily Bugle at this point. They didn't say, they didn't show. So it could be he's got his own apartment. Maybe that's how he got the money for the apartment. Oh, hey, thanks, Curse Blizzy. Really appreciate that. Thanks for showing up and hanging out, man. Thank you so much for the compliment. And yeah, I really appreciate that, bro. Really appreciate that. Oh, Christian, hey, it's been great talking with you, though. Appreciate you coming by and riding through, man. You've been sub for a while, so I really appreciate that, man. Thank you so much for coming. And it's good seeing you again, man. It's been a little while. I agree. I think Tom Holland and Zendaya are my favorite. Yeah. I think they're right. Oh, wow. Rival Pratt and Saldana. Olsen and Bettany. Ah, yeah. You know I was going to go there, G. Kobe. Yes, I love me some Bettany and Olsen. But yes, going back to that. Yeah, I think that the setting, Loretto, that's a great point to bring up because I think it could set up a potential way for somebody to get the symbiote there. You know what I mean? Like that could be in the next movie, theoretically. I mean, the next movie could open that way. and it passes on the symbiote to somebody, and then that somebody is Eddie Brock. He doesn't like Peter. Somehow it gets to Peter and attaches to him. He rips it off with the bell. Same deal, you know what I mean? I mean, yo, we could set this up. Tom Holland's, we already know his suit looks super cool black. Man, his in that Venom black would be so tight, wouldn't it? Oh, man. Just thinking about it, I'm like getting chills, bro. Like, get that black Venom Spider-Man suit in the next movie, in the next trilogy. Oh, so good. Let's back up, though. Let's hit super rewind and go all the way back to Matt freaking Murdock, guys. What a cameo, right? And not to mention, they didn't wait. Marvel seriously didn't pull their punches on that one. Like, that was the first 15 minutes of No Way Home. Was like, okay, we see that the Mysterio stuff happened. They get arrested. Okay, they're questioned. Matt Murdock's in the next scene. Like, what? What? Matt freaking Murdock? Daredevil, baby? Like, I couldn't believe it, man. Absolutely outstanding cameo. I thought, yeah, and I know some criticisms are that it was very quick, but hey, I liked it. I liked it being a quick in and out. Then that way you have room to expand on more things with Daredevil and more shows. But just to show us, like, yeah, he's here. He's back in the MCU. So cool. So cool. Love that little subtle little hit in there of like, boom, we get Matt Murdock. He's still here, guys. Just a reminder, he's still here. Boom. Okay, he's out. Quick. Holland will look. Yeah. Yep. Holland will look so clean in that Venom black. I'm like, ooh-wee. God, he would look clean. Let's see, just checking something here. Yeah, he would look clean in that Venom black. Clean. What's up, Andrew? Hey, not a problem, man. You roll up when you feel. Roll up when you feel like it, man. But yeah, you saw it now, Andrew. What do you think, man? I know you were really avoiding trailers, all kind of stuff. So I'm sure you got a hell of an enjoyment out of it. Whomever threw that brick through with their whole chest, for real. That so true. I'm like, dang, aren't they like 10 stories up? Like, what in the world? But oh man, like that, yeah, getting the quick reflex and just getting to see Matt Murdock again. So good, man. So good. Like, there's a lot of good things about this. The villains were great. Getting Otto Octavius back was great. Lo, you made great points last night in the Suit Up Geek stream about just getting Otto back and getting Melina able to play the good Otto Octavius that we saw at the beginning of Spider-Man 2. Really cool getting that back in a nice emotional moment where he just like, nods over and he comes back and he's just like, the voices, they're quiet, and it's just so beautiful. Yes, totally marvelous. Yeah, so good. I'm so glad we're like all loving this too. Spider-Man No Way Home. I wonder, I didn't check the Rotten Tomatoes audience score. I know critics is like 95 now. Audience is a 99, baby. 99. Not that that's the definite for everybody, but like, man, I think 9.9 of us did enjoy the hell out of that. No, this is not spoiler free, has Kimber. This is not spoiler free. I completely apologize, but no, it is spoilers. So you might want to head on out now, and then we can talk after you see it. Yeah. Sorry, man. Spider Trio. Sorry, Haas Kimber. Yeah, it's not spoiler free, man. Dip out as soon as possible. Oh, you have seen it. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Whew. I was like, oh man. Oh man, I was about to say I apologize, but now that we can talk about it again. But yes, the Spider Trio. And you know what? Spidey's swinging by the Christmas tree. I'm like, what a Christmas present this was. Seriously, I don't need anything for Christmas. We got this. This is my Christmas present right here, y'all. I don't need nothing else. We got this movie That's all I needed. That's it. That's it. That's it, y'all. But post-credit, we talked about the post-credit, talked about the ending, talked a little bit about the villains. What do you guys think about the first 20 to 30 minutes? I know there was a few criticisms on the pacing there and that it was a bit of a quote-unquote clunky start, I heard some folks say. What did you guys think about that? Because I thought it was awesome. Honestly, I was in for the ride the whole time. I didn't have a problem with the pacing at all. Again, I was in for the ride the whole time, and that partly is due to just being a mega Spider-Man fan, loving the movie. But y'all let me know, did the pacing start out a little funny for you, or were you just down for the ride the whole time? Yeah, Fox characters, let's go. See the scene at the end where they were all coming through? Yes. Yep, Rhino, Scorpion. See, I didn't catch Black Cat. I really wish I could find like a frame by frame of that. Then I could just like see, okay, it's that character I didn't see. If I had any criticism, well, I still really enjoyed the first act and I didn't find it as messy as some say, but it did seem like, okay, kind of just like fish out of water type of plot style where it's like, where can I go? What direction could this take? It didn't really know. But yeah, when it hit the ground running, it hit the ground running. Yeah, a little Santa hat. We're ready for Christmas around here. I actually still got to put up my decorations. Had some back troubles the last few weeks. But man, like just this starting right after Far From Home too, bringing that back in worked for this story, and it just gave it some direction and a launch pad to get into the movie. Because you could have just been like, oh, yeah, a year has gone by and he's been on the run for a while. But I think I liked it starting right after Far From Home and just running through for a while. And man, I didn't mind the first act, but it was way goofier. And you didn't like Far From Home, huh? Hello. But it was goof. I love the humor in this movie, though. Feeling like Doctor Strange, Multiverse. I could see that. Yeah, it does seem like that real kind of dimensional, trippy stuff may take a little longer. Uh-oh. Got a Scorpion in there. See, some Spider-Verse crossover is probably about to happen, huh? Darker tone of start would have built the humor and high moments better. Man, I like that little light, fluffy start, though. I'm like, yeah, give it a little bit of a light hit in the beginning, and then we get into that real dark, like, oh man, Aunt May dying was sad. Hated that. You know, obviously I liked it for a storytelling reason, but man, so sad, bro. So sad, y'all. I was like, Aunt May. But man, guys, crazy good movie. Crazy good. Like, the bar's been set pretty high now, too. Pretty high. What's the nitpicks? While majority of the humor was hysterical, some of it didn't always land. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, you know, remember that photo of Andrew when he was like on the, like, it was a leaked set photo and it was a blue screen and it was on the construction of the Statue of Liberty. Remember they were like, oh, that was fake. And then somebody was like broke down that like, oh, somebody broke down and said it was fake. And then they're like, no, that I just made that up. Well, clearly they made it up because that was a real shot in the movie. Tom, Toby, and Andrew could be in. Yeah, that's a possibility. You can bring them into the Spider-Verse continuity. And boom, drop them in, and it's not weird. It's not out of ordinary. They come back for voice roles. That'd be awesome. How Andrew's Garfield. Yep, same. Like he is straight out of TASM2. Like seriously, hit the nail on the head. Yeah. What the and oh man. So well, now that we've all seen it, I could bring up the John Campea leaks. Because if you guys haven't seen them, Let's see, Spider-Man leaks. So guys, he dropped this on his show. In the case you haven't seen, now we can all see it because we've seen the movie. Remember, guys, this is a spoiler stream, so here's one of them that he dropped, and I was just like, wow, are you serious? And this was in the movie. So that was one of them he dropped with his watermark on it, like it was his property. Like he took the shot. And this was when they were talking to Doctor Strange. And I'm just like, oh, okay, John, we see you. Ugh. Brought it up on his show a couple months ago. I was just like, wow, I didn't see the leak. Somebody else posted it, and I ended up catching it. Unfortunately, I was just like, damn it. But this was a big thing for him to spoil. Let me see if I can find the other one. Let's see. Spider-Man leaks. And here was the other one. There go the other one, the Daredevil. I was like, wow, dude. Champion just spoiled a lot. Sad we didn't get any classic quotes from Toby apart from the back joke. Yeah, that back joke was hilarious. You know, just got a little back pain. Oh, yeah, me too, man. Me too. Yeah, from the swinging, I think. Yeah, it's just so good. So good. That's Spider-Man. Hey, thank you so much. I actually got this from Target. Quick little find one day. I was just shopping around, found this. I was like, yeah, I got to snatch it up. I like Jamie way better than it. Yeah, way better. Way better. I agree with you. They let him just kind of have the keys, and they were just like, yep, do your thing, man. Be Jamie Foxx. And I was like, yep. Way better. Way better. Yeah, he's my favorite. Tom Holland's my favorite too. I think he's the best of both worlds. Like best Peter Parker, best Spider-Man. He's really good. And now that we're going to get to see him run and hit the streets alone, solo, man, that's going to be so good. So good. Another reference. Yeah, I'm something of a scientist myself. I'm like, dude, like seriously. Oh, they just all the references, all the little minor little quips here and there and all around, just so good. I don't blame you for blocking John Campea. Like that was such an asshole move. Like, did you really need to do that? You know what I mean? Like it kind of shocked me, but kind of didn't, because look, everybody's trying to get to 1 million subscribers. I mean, I think even for some of us, it's like, if I can get 50K, if I can get 100, if I can get 200, 300, you know, we're fine there. For some, they want millions and millions, and some will just do whatever it takes. And that kind of stuff is like really this, because let's be real, John Campea, he was in everybody's mouths on Twitter that day. Everybody on Twitter was tweeting about it. Everybody, his following got a huge bump. Because trust me, I still follow and subscribe. I'm definitely a little more apprehensive to tune in now. And especially after he like had this very immature-ish and like just weird posts where he was like, we're not going to bring up a certain topic because he said one of his co-hosts may address somebody's gender pronouns wrong. So they didn't want to talk about a certain Star Wars story. And I'm like, grow up. Learn pronouns. Come on. That shouldn't be an excuse. But other than those two things, I do still follow his coverage because I do learn from some of the ways that he delivers and some of his on-camera skills and stuff. You know, you learn. But I'm a little apprehensive to listen to him and stuff because I just know that was just some cloud chasing. Like, come on. And he can't call it anything other than that because that's what that was. I think he was at like 205 or 6K before that. He's at 262,000 subs now. So it worked in his favor. Especially since Toby had black problems when making Seabiscuit. Yeah. Yep. I knew about that Jake Gyllenhaal. I'm like, man, that would have been weird. Actually, Jake wouldn't have been a terrible Spider-Man, but I'm glad they brought him in to be Mysterio. That was like really good for him. My idea for Spider-Man 4. Ooh, yeah. Scorpion, that'd be cool. Bring in a Spider-Man villain we haven't seen live action. We saw him in Spider-Verse, but that we haven't seen live action. That would be awesome. I think like any villain that you can introduce that we haven't really seen will be great. Like, I think that would be great. And honestly, if that Vulture scene of him approaching him is like at that time, at the college times, I think that would be cool too. Tom meet my Ryan Reynolds. Yes, that'll be so good. Yes, get Tom in here with Ryan Reynolds, baby. That'd be so much fun. So much fun. But dang, I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, I would love to see Harry. It would be interesting to get the Oscorp stuff without like Oscorp. So I wonder how they would play that. Maybe he meets Harry Osborn and Oscorp is just starting to blow up. Maybe they go that route. Who knows? Yeah, Fantastic Four is going to be awesome. Like after this movie, I'm so excited. Like John Watts, you have impressed the heck out of me. I cannot wait. Yep. Dated Kirsten, excuse me. Thought the movie Brothers was his closest connection with Toby. Yeah, now that he's Mysterio, I don't know if I could see him being Spider-Man just because he's Mysterio now. But man, lots going on in this movie. But what I love so much about all of it going on is that it doesn't take away to Tom's story, it only adds to it. Want to see a Marvel multiverse movie with literally everybody. Man, bring in old man Cap. Yes, age up Chris Evans and just bring in old man Cap. He's been in outer space, just like in the comics. Oh man, you just bring in everybody, like everybody. Even bring in Rhodey, Terrence Howard. Like, I'm talking everybody. At that point, if you wanted to bring in Topher as Eddie Brock, fine. Do a Secret Wars, just bring everybody back. Everybody. And then you have no excuse at that point. It's just we just wanted to. But y'all, been a little over an hour, and I actually got my third showing in not too long here, so just a couple more minutes. My future hope is the Spidey Johnny Storm friendship. Yeah. Yep. Gotta see that, man. Gotta see that. That would be nice to finally get that connection on screen. We could say it's both Holland, Spider-Man, and Taylor Swift. Yeah. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. Oh, man. Yeah, he's their enemy. Both of them. But yeah, real quick, going back to the campiest stuff. Yeah, I just really hope he doesn't do that again. Because it's like when you have a platform that massive, like that large to where it's just shouldn't be doing all that kind of stuff. But I digress. Look, I'm not gonna be talking down about people on this stream. But y'all, I'm kind of wrapping up here. We've a little over an hour, which perfect, y'all. I wish I could talk for more, but I got another screening to go to in a couple hours. So I am definitely going to be tweeting my reaction right after because it will be the third time seeing it, and I'm sure I will love it even more and probably be on track to go for a fourth time. But y'all, if you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that big red subscribe button. Thank you so much for coming by. Got some more content coming up this week. Matrix 4 stuff, Matrix rankings. I didn't do a Spider-Man ranking because I just thought maybe not. Rankings on my channel don't really do too well, so maybe not on the rankings. But I also did do a reaction video to the Amazing Spider-Man 2, but got to do a little more editing than that one. But guys, thank you so much for pulling up. Oh man, the stream just spiked right now, but thank y'all for pulling up. I'm wrapping up. Thank you guys for tuning in. And please, if you're on the replay, let me know what you thought of No Way Home. Drop your spoiler thoughts in the comments. And guys, we will see you next time on Geekly Goods.